Hey everyone, it's Emily. Today's video is going to be my most anticipated books for 2018, basically books that I'm excited to read. It was requested in a recent video, and to be honest, I'm not really good at keeping up with what books are coming out. One, I just feel like my TBR is already so huge that I don't focus on it very much. But then in the comment section, you were telling me how I just had to go on like Barnes and Nobles and look at coming soon books, which I feel very attacked right now. Like, stop it with your logic. So yeah, I did just that, and I'm here to share with you the books that I found that I was excited about. To be honest, most of these, if not all of these, are books that I have read from an author before and I just want to read more from them, or continuation in series. I, again, still not very good at reading all the synopsis and then have to wait. I can't do that to myself, it's just too much. So here are the books that I'm excited for 2018. Please let me know in the comment section what are yours, because I want more suggestions, and don't forget to subscribe. Let's start with the books that it's the second one or third one in a series that I just am dying to continue. The first one, this is the first book, was Vicious by V.E. Schwab, and the second book is Vengeful. If you haven't read anything about the villains duology, I believe it's a duology, basically, you're following two main characters that used to be friends in university, but then something happens and they stop talking to each other after they found a way to get superpowers. Like, think superhero, but like super villain. And that idea was awesome. I did enjoy the book. I do recommend it. I personally just really enjoy her writing to begin with. I've read a few of her other books and I'm excited to continue in this world. I know she's also coming out with another one, which is Middle Grade. By the way, her adult books are written under V.E. Schwab. Anything that is YA or middle grade is written under Victoria Schwab. So the other one is City of Ghosts, and it's by Victoria Schwab. This one is coming out in December, so maybe not, because I believe it was 31st of December currently that it says on Goodreads, so might not happen. But this one is middle grade paranormal. I believe the main character is a young girl. She dies and then she comes back with the help of a ghost boy. I feel like it's going to be either a hit or a miss for me, because I personally love her writing, but I'm usually not huge on middle grade, so we'll see how that one goes. But this one, I'm definitely super excited. That one is coming out right now. The official date is 25th of September 2018. So I'm definitely super excited to continue. If you haven't picked up this book yet, I definitely recommend you do so. There's a lot of back and forth between like the past when they were in university and then the present where they're like fighting each other. But I thought it was a really interesting take on the whole superpower thing. So can't wait to see more. One of my favorite series that I've read this year was this one, which was the Wayfarers. The first book is The Long Way to a Small Angry Planet by Becky Chambers, and the second one was A Closed and Common Orbit. Read both of these this year, absolutely loved them. They're very, very character-driven sci-fi series, although this one is kind of feel more like a companion novel than really a sequel. So I'm not sure how the third book is going to feel. Is it going to be another like companion, or if it's just going to be continuation? Because in this one you're following a bunch of different characters. There's some humans and there's some aliens. And there is some action, but it's again mostly character driven. I loved the friendships. It just a feel-good sci-fi, a book that you just want to continue reading to just learn more about the world, the characters, and all the aliens. It's like so diverse. You learn more about like their whole culture and all the differences between the human and the aliens and different type of aliens. So I enjoyed this one, and this one you follow two of the characters that are briefly mentioned here, and then you just learn more about them. So this one was even more slow paced, so this one will definitely not be for everyone, but I enjoyed myself. And the third one, the name is, I should have said that, Record of Spaceborne Few, and it's coming out July 24th. In that one, according to the synopsis, you're following a few humans that are part of the fleet that just escaped Earth because I'm assuming it wasn't habitable anymore. And then they are trying to get to a certain point, but it's been like hundreds of years, and then they have to decide if they stopped on any planet or if they just continue. That's what I understood. But basically, I'm just excited to be back in that world. So I definitely recommend this series in general, but I can't wait to continue it. The next one, I feel like it's something that a lot of people are going to be looking forward to. The name is My Plain Jane, which is the Lady Jane #2. It's coming out June 26th. So the first one was My Lady Jane. It's just easier to hold this one. But the next one, My Plain Jane, is going to be about Jane Eyre, which I actually read this year. So I'm like ready to actually learn the like fantasy story that they recreate. Basically, they take like a Jane in history, and they make her life better. They kind of make it more magical, more fantasy elements in there. So I really enjoy this one. It's a very light, fluffy, funny type of book. If you like historical fiction, kind of like my Princess Bride type of thing, you will probably enjoy this one. So I'm super excited to continue and read the second one. And again, perfect timing because I just read Jane Eyre. This one is also going to be probably on a lot of people's list, although a few people have already been starting to read ARCs, which I'm jealous. And it is the third book in the Wayward Children series. The first one is Every Heart a Doorway by Shannon Maguire. So this one was the first one. The third one coming out is Beneath the Sugar Sky, which is coming out January 9th. So anytime now. So in this world, basically, you're following a few kids that went to like other worlds, think Narnia, and then they come back to our world and they have problems just readjusting to normal life. In this one, there's also a mystery, so I think it's important to mention it because it's so short, and if you don't know that it's going to be like in there kind of murder mystery, then kind of ruins the enjoyment, because I feel like when I finished this book, I wanted to know more about the worlds, and there was some info in there, but again, since it's so short, not enough for my taste. The second book, you followed two of the characters that are in here, and you followed their journey, the twins, into the world that they went into. Unfortunately, it wasn't the world I was interested in learning about, so I feel like it was kind of just an okay, good read for me. But the third one, I'm hoping, because according to the few reviews that I've been looking at, you learn more about the worlds, and this is exactly what I want. So I'm dying to read that one. I will definitely be picking it up. And it's a book that actually someone recently commented that it was coming out, so that's why I'm excited about it. And it is a book that isn't part of a series. It's just another book by an author I've been reading a lot of, I feel like, lately. And it is Peter Swanson. The first book, which is probably the one that most people know, is The Kind Worth Killing. And then the most recent one that came out this year and that I read this year was Every Fear. And basically those are all like thriller, but they're kind of messed up, and there's so many twists in his books that I think a lot of people would enjoy them. They're pretty out there though, just be warned. But in this one, for example, the two main characters meet at the airport, the bar at the airport, and basically plan the murder of the wife of one of the person there. Anyway, kind of intense. And in this one, it's just as creepy, so I'm excited to read the next one, which I should have named the name. I swear, See, this is why I don't do those videos. The next one is going to be called All the Beautiful Lies, again, Peter Swanson, and it's coming out in April, which, to be perfectly honest, I didn't read the synopsis because I refuse to do so. I like going into like thrillers, horror stuff without knowing what they're about. If you know too much, it kind of ruins it for me, so I'm excited. Just more twists, just more stories. I like his writing. I like these two, so I feel like I should like the next one. We'll see. I'll keep you updated. The next one is Thunderhead, which is the second book in the Scythe series. I don't know if it's trilogy or more than that. This one is also coming out January 9th, so very, very soon. I'm excited to see where this goes because I know that people were pretty disappointed with the ending, which I kind of understand. And I have to say in general, Neil Schusterman, I love his ideas, don't always love the book. I feel like they're never as good as I'm hoping for, but in this world, basically it's an utopia where people don't die anymore. There's no more like diseases, so there's a group of people that have to kill people to, you know, keep things under control. And I overall liked it, but I feel like the next book is going to be like a hit or a miss. I will definitely have to see, but I'm excited. So we'll see how that goes. I feel like all the rest of the books are either things I don't know much about, and I feel like I get usually more excited just hearing other people's reviews, so when the books are already out, or they're part of series that I haven't even started yet, but I'm excited that there's more books out. For example, I know that the fourth book is probably coming out for this series, the first book being The Lies of Locke Lamora, which I haven't read yet, but I'm planning on starting, which the series is a Gentleman Bastard series, pretty sure. But I'm planning on reading this one this year, starting the series this year, and I hate starting especially like big fantasy series if there's not a couple books out, or even better, all of them, because I don't like waiting. And I feel like we've been burned so many times with books just never coming out the next one, so that's why I haven't started it yet. But since the fourth one is coming out, I'm hoping. But I believe there's 7 total, so I'm taking a risk there. So yeah, those are all the books currently that I am anticipating for 2018. Again, please let me know the ones you are anticipating so I can probably look them up and add them to my ridiculously long TBR list. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and to subscribe. I will be putting on the screen some of the videos that I've done. Don't miss them out because I did that really fun end of the year series where I mentioned my best, my worst, most disappointing, and most surprising books that I've read this year, and also the most overhyped. So definitely recommend checking that one out because it was fun. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.